Hi everyone, welcome back to Be Rich. Yesterday Anand had spoken about Kalyan Jewellers and we had a long conversation on our group and in the Instagram Tiffin Coffee range, and there's still a lot of confusion for a lot of you to say. The basic question all of you are asking is, should I hold, should I buy more, or should I sell? So hopefully by the end of this video, I'll give you some clarity on it, if you should be holding it, buying it or selling it. Right. First of all, when it comes to holding, buying, selling, it has to be a decision made by you. You should not be asking someone else if you should be buying, holding, selling. That is wrong. What you should do is listen to the information given to you. Based on that, you should make an assessment. Is it worth holding it, or if it's worth selling it, or if you want to double down and buy it? Why do I say that? First, if you're holding it, that means you're willing to see fluctuations in that money. Whatever you've invested in Kalyan Jewellers, let's say in the worst case it becomes zero, you're willing to take that risk, right? If you're not willing to take that risk, then you should not be holding it, selling it. If you're getting nervous, that you're feeling totally anxious, that you bought it at a higher level, it's come down, will it go lower? If you're feeling that anxiety, or you're feeling greedy, that it was at a very high level, it's come down, your profit, you see a so-called profit evaporating, if you're feeling like that, definitely think of selling it, because you're not able. When it comes to buying, you're putting fresh capital into a situation which is murky, to say the best. The reason why I'm saying murky, you'll get to understand. And that comes with an added risk, new risk. Which are you willing to gamble on? All this, I am very cautious, because the little money I have, I want to preserve it. I don't want to lose my capital. Even if I don't make a profit, I definitely don't want to lose the money which I have. So taking that into consideration, I would step back. But that's me. I'm not asking you to do it. This should be based on your understanding of what is happening, and take a call on it. Now, Kalyan Jewellers, like I said in the previous video, is a brand which has been there for some time. It's not going away anywhere. But foreseeable future is going to be very difficult for them, with the likes of Birla and Titan coming in. Like I said in that video, still stands true. If there's nothing wrong with the company today, if none of this bad news came out, then it still stands true. What had happened which has led to this? Let us kind of walk through the last couple of weeks in Kalyan Jewellers. First, some terrible accusations were made about the owners, saying they're doing this and they're doing that, and they're doing some bribery with mutual funds. Then the management came out of Kalyan Jewellers, got on a call and clarified, saying we have not done any of that. None of this is true. These are all baseless rumors. A few days later, the stock, of course, got a beating. Motilal Oswal, the mutual funds which was accused of everything, they came out and said, we have not done anything under table dealing with them. We are straightforward deals is what we have done with Kalyan Jewellers. Whatever we have sold is only on profit booking, and they also said there is nothing wrong in this. So all this started raising questions, because in India, even at the best of times, things are like the wild, wild west as far as stock market is concerned. It's very difficult to take things at face value, because it is very murky as far as transparency in corporate affairs in India is concerned. So we are very small investors. And in the case of Kalyan Jewellers, if you see the ownership, majority of it lies between DIIs, FIIs and the company owners themselves. The public, actually retail investors, have a very small percentage which we are playing in. So we are actually slaves to that machine, because the price fluctuation, movement of the price of Kalyan Jewellers is not very transparent. It is not openly traded in the market freely in huge numbers, where retailers can really say, okay, because of the lopsidedness of the shareholdings of the company, when you do see trade and price movements, it does beg the question, where is this transparency here when it comes to price? The positive thing is the growth numbers are good, the numbers are good, but like I said, that is in the past. What they've done so far and their prospects in the future is up for grabs, considering what's happening with Titan, what's happening in Birla. What has happened is, recently, which is what Anand spoke about in the Tamil video, was the promoters have gone ahead and pledged some more shares, additional shares with Oaktree Capital. Instead of going to the regular route of taking finance, they have taken finance through Oaktree Capital. And that is where the question mark is. This has put significant strain on the company and the management, because they have gone and taken loan through Oaktree Capital. And for those of you who do not know who Oaktree Capital is, I strongly suggest you Google it and read about it. And this clearly expressed his views on that in the Tamil video. You can watch that. I would like to remain neutral on this. My thing is from the perspective of the guys who are pledging the shares. When these kind of shares are pledged, they are based on the current price of the share. So as the share market corrects, as the share prices drop, that means more shares have to be pledged, because the shares which you're pledged are the security, and what is the underlying security is the share price. So if the share price of a company starts collapsing, that means the onus is on the guys who have borrowed to give more security, because the value of the security as underlying security has dropped. This happens to you and me too. If you have gone taken a gold loan, for example, and let's say suddenly gold loan corrects by half, the bank will definitely call you, whichever bank you have taken the gold loan from, will call and say, hey, person, the gold has corrected by half. Your security gold doesn't cover the loan anymore. So you either need to give more gold or you have to close the loan. This is true in companies too. So if you pledge something, it is completely on you to make sure that pledge is honored or more security is offered. This current kind of an environment, it shows financially there's a lot of strain on the company. What is leading to this strain? That is a big question. So with all this murkiness and whatever is there, it is prudent, if you're like me or like my brother, to be saying, okay, I don't want to take the risk. I'm in a positive position as far as it's concerned. Or even if I at nose to nose where I put money in, I'm almost at the same place. Or even if I'm at a loss, I don't want to take the risk. This is our opinion. This is our opinion and this is what we feel. Like I said in the beginning of the video, should you sell? Should you buy? Should you hold? These calls have to be made on your own personal capacity based on that value, whatever money you see in that stock, it becoming zero or not. Yes, maybe this will all blow over. Maybe this turns into nothing, like they say, nothing burger. And Kalyan Jewellers, goes back sky high in a year's time. This is all water under the bridge. It's possible. In the case of even Manappuram, it happened, where initially Anand said, wait a second, let's give it a minute, let's read and see what happens. Then it got clarified. Then Anand also said, you know what, there's nothing to be scared of. It's completely baseless. It took a few, beats to get there. Same thing is true here. This is where we are right now. So it would be wrong of us not to share that information with you when we feel it. So that is the reason why we shared it and Anand shared it. But what you decide to do, like I said, as far as Kalyan Jewellers is concerned, it's completely up to you. And are you willing to try and carry that risk forward and see what happens? Fundamentally, we have to wait and watch to see what happens. To hold on to the share or sell it and buy it, I leave it to you. So don't ask me, should I? So into this video, wait, should I sell it? Should I buy it? Should I buy more of it? That you have to take some soul searching and ask. Because you're looking for someone else to blame for your insecurity. We all do that. We like to blame the government for the problems in our lives. We like to blame some other society for issues. It doesn't work. Somewhere along the line, the buck stops here, as they say. So it's your life, it's your money, it's your stock. Please take an assessment and think about it. This is true with anything. That's why I put up a post on the Instagram saying about our emotional attachments, which can cloud our judgment when it comes to stocks. Like anything in life, over a period of time, we tell ourselves stories and we narrate these stories in our head. And what happens is we are investing based on those stories in our head, and those beliefs are not at true value. What you start investing at a stock changes from time to time, to day to day. Like today, as I'm recording this, Dr. Reddy has been hammered. NATCO has been hammered. A lot of Indian companies are on the red today. So it's a great opportunity. I'll talk further about NATCO and Dr. Reddy in tomorrow's video and explain about that. And is it still safe to buy these companies? Because a lot of you are asking me that too. Say, Vinod, I missed out this whole opportunity to invest in Tiffin Coffee range. I'm just started today. Is it okay to buy it today? Is what the question was. In the next video, I'll talk about that. And I'll specifically answer about NATCO and Dr. Reddy and what's happening with the results of Dr. Reddy and why should you buy, sell or hold those stocks, right? I hope you had a wonderful day other than that. And if you're holding Kalyan Jewellers, I hope it gave you some clarity on what you should do with Kalyan Jewellers. And I hope it also kind of gave you some insight into what is happening in Kalyan Jewellers. The main issue is retail investors are very small holdings in Kalyan Jewellers. and those price fluctuations aren't truly what is creating because of market movements is what Anand feels. So anyway, we'll wait and watch, and see you tomorrow with Natco, Dr. Reddy, and other news related to investing. Thanks for watching the video today. I hope to see you tomorrow. Bye.
Hey guys, that my uncles Vinod Srinivasan, Anand Srinivasan and I have rolled out our Substack, which is basically a blog/newsletter where we're going to post our original research onto it, and we've analyzed macroeconomic trends. And a lot of you know my uncle Anand Srinivasan and I regularly write for The Hindu, and these articles are also going to be made available for you in the Substack. The link is moatinvesting.substack.com. You'll find it in the description and in the video right now. We hope you go check it out. We've put a lot of time and effort into it. And please give us comments and feedback on what you read. Thank you.